In January 2025, Honeycomb Aeronautical announced that they were facing some serious financial difficulties. So serious were they that nobody knew if they would ever recover from it. Good news, Honeycomb Aeronautical are back, and they are about to release 4 brand new products with some features that I have wanted for a long time. So let us begin with the Sierra TPM module. First of all, it looks fantastic, and having owned and used multiple Honeycomb devices over the years, I can now vouch for their build quality. Of course, there are other TPM modules available, but not one of them includes a trim wheel, an LED-backed gear controller, or, and this is something that I have wanted for such a long time, a dedicated parking brake. No more will I be subjected to binding my parking brake to a key on my keyboard or incorrectly using the landing gear lever for small GA aircraft without retracting landing gear. From now on, I will have a dedicated parking brake available. Thank you, Honeycomb, for doing that. Just to be clear, this is the difference between a company who are just trying to make money and a company who actually fly simulators themselves and therefore know what we want. Of course, it also has a flap controller and metal TPM veneers, which can be fixed by using the shaft screw. The propeller and mixture veneers also have a fine adjustment mechanism. By turning the knob, you can get precision trimming, just like you would find in most old school GAs. Next up, we have the Foxtrot aviation stick. Perhaps this is intended to open up the way towards combat flying, but I suspect that this is intended purely to be used for commercial and GA flights. This suspicion is further compounded with the addition of 3 very useful switch panels, which comprises of one 3-way switch, one 4-way switch with rotary encoder, and a 5-way switch with a rotary encoder. Perfectly designed then to be an autopilot, radio or APU controls. Furthermore, we have 5 2-way switches across the bottom and 4 customizable programmable buttons on the left hand side. The stick itself is ambidextrous with adjustable tension, and the new linear resistance system claims to have 0 detents, so there will be no centralized dead zone to speak of, and it should therefore feel far more authentic than many other high-end existing joystick designs. Now, the Alpha Yoke and the Bravo Throttle Quadrant Lite editions actually remove some features, thus lowering the price for those just looking to start or get into flight simulation. So there will be no ignition key and no 2-way switches on the Alpha Yoke, only the essential controls which are found on top of the yoke and are controlled using your thumb will be present. The same can be said, almost, for the Bravo Throttle Quadrant Lite. They have removed the autopilot switches and the LED-backed information light, but instead they have also introduced some excellent new features. We again have a parking brake. This time it is in the style of the Airbus. So we only have 4 exchangeable levers now, each with adjustable tension, but this time we also have something which I have long desired to have on the Bravo. Exchangeable flap indent inlays to really get that solid detent authenticity. I'm very much hoping that these will be available for the original Bravo 2 at some point. Finally, we also have some oversized lever quadrants, which are a massive immersion boost. Believe you me. 4 brand new devices then, each of which delivering something which we have never seen before, and hopefully coming in with a price tag that will invigorate new and old flight simmers alike. And this at a time when prices seem to be spiraling out of control. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Watch this space for updates and more news from Honeycomb Aeronautical.